So we're on this desert stage right off the bat. Mitsurugi, not necessarily known as a big-time ring-out character. Yeah, so we have a person who's actually going to be dealing with the 1KB on hit significantly better than probably some of the other people that we've seen Kashi playing against so far this tournament.
Yeah, the 2-2As. He's going to be dealing with those pretty well. Kashi, I mean, still getting those lethal hits. Ooh, and he tried to make him stop sidestepping there.
Yeah, now we actually have somebody who's actually blocking 1A. Doesn't get a punish, but a block nonetheless.
Yeah, it can be Cervantes. Walrus and K can have the issue where it may not have the range to fully punish it, but still blocking and just shutting down the option, taking the plus frames can be a great situation as well.
Yeah, just kind of keeping it at this like 1.5 character lengths range, I would think can be very frustrating for Mitsurugi.
Ooh, nice backstab.
Yeah, these 1KBs are getting him kind of nowhere against Enders. Oh, a nice jump A, I like that. Jumping is really not that bad of an idea against the Mitsu that seems to be trolling around for the really high damage stuff, right? Because it's going to jump over the 1KB, obviously, and then the 3B combo isn't necessarily going to work because it's going to be airborne. It's going to be a little bit weird. And the 2-2A isn't going to really lethal hit, in which case he gets like no damage, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Andrew's totally comfortable just backing up, letting it happen. Oh boy. Both with full bar. I'm wondering if that's going to come into play pretty soon. Okay. So Andrews is trying to end this right away.
He's trying to end this, Jay.
Hey!
That's it for me, everyone. Oh, the 6-6K chase down as well. Kind of hit him on the counter hit. Didn't really matter, but still, that 6-6K is one of Cervantes' best options to try and catch people running away from him.
Welcome to the stage.
Yeah, this seems pretty tough for Mitsu. I might be missing something, but it just really seems like, again, you don't really have a major damage disparity. Decides to stay with the same stage too. This is one of the very few tournaments where I'm actually quite surprised by a lot of the decisions that the players are making. It's not very often that happens to me anymore. But I feel like I should be asking these guys about this kind of stuff at some point. Ooh, gets a counter hit. He tried to like punish it way too early. Ooh, okay. All right, well, you've definitely got Ender shaking and twitching in a pretty bad way. So as long as he can stay in his pocket, he seems like he's pretty solid.
Yeah. Ooh, nice throw attempt from Enders J. Gonna get that conditioning set up. He's gonna try to open up those launchers.
Yeah, I don't know so much about that unblockable. I don't really know what that beat, if anything.
It's been a situation where you see the unblockable and trying to get his opponent to freeze up, but Enders J, I don't think he's the kind of player that's going to freeze up in a situation like that.
No, yeah, he's from New York. He's used to cold things. Ooh, okay, and that's going to be the round, I think.
Ooh, no, not quite the ring out. Ooh, Kashi's fishing for it. He's trying to get a reaction.
Ultimate box step, but the box step doesn't mean anything to Cervi while rising A. That's kind of a shame. That's going to be a bit of a downer for Kashi.
Yeah, he plays really, really solid, but he gave Enders a little too much room to breathe at the end of the game there.
Yeah, if anything, I actually think that right before that, Enders gave Kashi too much room to breathe when he didn't punish that 3B and then immediately went into like a slight sidestep. So if Enders can start reading just how much Kashi is going to want to sidestep to try and create big damage opportunities, this could go a lot easier for Enders. See what I mean? Wow. Like he's constantly getting chewed up by this stuff. And so if he realizes it, then Enders could be doing a lot better.
And getting the whiff punishes again, getting the lethal hit, getting the whiff punish there, and Kashi's movement is looking very, very solid as well.
Yeah, it's very determined. It's it's kind of set in a particular pattern. So as long as it's working out, it's not going to be too much of an issue. And even when he gets hit, right, he's getting hit by like the little small stuff, which is what Enders needs to do. But at the same point, like, does Kashi really care? The amount of damage, if he's right, is going to be so huge.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a big damage combo. Is he go for the IGDR? He does. One mix-up away at this point. Goes for the mid, but it gets blocked. Kashi gets him with the 1KB into the Oki.
Surprised that Enders has decided to run up here. I guess he doesn't want to try and... At the very least, he was able to force Kashi to spend the bar. So yeah, that's about as good of a possibility of an ending that Enders could have asked for. Making him spend the bar and losing the round anyway.
Soul attack gets the run counter as well. But the whiff punch again on Rocket, he is just hard to put into these step options.
Yeah. Ooh, almost. And that's not going to be game just yet, but that is going to be a lot of damage.
And the big plus frames and the classic